Here's Bell. And a short pickup there down to about the 9. Only a yard that time. 2nd and goal. Now back to throw. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down. Now it appears we have a Steeler here slow to get up. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. Drive here, and it goes on and on. Now, it looks like they might be expecting a pass, an extra DB in on 3rd and goal.
And that's how the game has changed. Now we think pass first, even in goal line situations.
A first throw now for the backup Roethlisberger. That is caught at the 7-yard line. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down.
Well, they certainly didn't get what they wanted on that play. That means it's a big-time decision on what you call on 4th down.
Absolutely, because a field goal here doesn't do them much good. Here we go. It's Roethlisberger on 4th down. And this is caught for a touchdown. Now hold everything here. Flag in the backfield. This one might be coming back.
Holding offense.
So oftentimes you see defensive holding. Here it's offensive holding for the flag. Likely the play of the game here, trailing in the final quarter and going for it on 4th and goal. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Got his man. It's caught for a Steelers touchdown. Antonio Brown with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Steelers have taken the lead here in the 4th quarter. And how about that, giving us our 5th lead change of the game? It's been back and forth.
No doubt about it, and right now, they're ahead, but they can't relax at all because if we've had 5 lead changes, I'm kind of betting on a 6th.
Yeah, we might see a 6th. So a big play now as the Steelers will go for 2. Roethlisberger looking to throw. That's caught at the 1. And he will not get there. He comes up short. And they're unable to push this lead to a field goal as it'll remain a 1-point game. Here's the Steelers kick team as they'll boot this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Bengals offense now, they head back onto the field. And they're hoping to capture some of that magic they had last time out when they were able to put together a scoring drive. But they're still down here, Charles.
Not the major concern, though, because of what you talked about. They scored the last time out. They feel good about themselves. They feel like their game plan is now in effect. They know how to attack and what plays they want to put together. But they've got to keep it moving in the right direction because, as you did note, they are down on the scoreboard.
They got pressure there and only rushing 3.
And there's a defensive coordinator right now who is celebrating not just getting home with 3 there, but realizing if that's the type of pressure he can get in the entire game, then his pass defense is going to be excellent. You're dropping 8. Where are you going to go with the football?
Complete to the right side. It's Eifert. 17 yards on the pickup there, and the drive will continue.
And he's the epitome of what we call the move tight end, a guy that you can line up anywhere, in the slot, out wide, in tight. Doesn't really matter because he has such great skills. You want to utilize him in all aspects of your passing offense.
And there he was in the slot for the catch. And, of course, the quarterback in this situation, he's realizing time is becoming a factor. Let's see if they can get some points on the board here late. A first down throw coming for Dalton. Bringing it in, Jackson left side. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. And let's see what the defensive coordinator may have up his sleeve here to try to get this final last stand and win this football game. Now Dalton with a 1st and 10. He completes it to Boyd. And he's brought down. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs. 4th quarter, 2-minute warning about to hit, and it looks like they're going to get one more play in.
Be interesting to see what they try and do on this play. Do they try and take a shot, or do they just try and get to the 2-minute warning?
Time for a break. We'll come back, see what transpires after this. So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Dalton, 1st and 10. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it. And on 2nd and 10 now. 2 receivers left, 1 to the right.
380. 380.
Back to throw. And over the middle, it's LaFell. And he's brought down. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. They'll look to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, any caused incompletion is good for a defense. But when you add to it, you get a little hit on the quarterback, knock him to the ground, make him think a little bit, hopefully knock him off his game, especially in a game of this magnitude, this tight in the 4th quarter. Got to feel pretty good as a defense.
380. 380.
He's back to throw. Can't find anyone open. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down. And here comes the 8th play of the drive, and they need a full 10 yards on 3rd down. Dalton gives to Bernard. Oh, he shifts past him. And he's able to pick up the 1st before he's brought down inside the 5 at the 4.
Personal foul. Face mask. Defense.
And the dreaded face mask penalty, that's going to cost him 15 yards.
And it's such a dangerous play. Body going one way, and then your head gets yanked back the other. 15 yards is the right call.
They'll run here with Bernard. And he gets halfway there, down to the 1-yard line. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. Back to throw.
He gets it halfway there with that run. I think you play up-tempo, get right back on the line of scrimmage, and hammer at him again. After all the preparation, all the practice, a play like that will absolutely break your heart. They had everything they wanted, just unable to complete it. In the end zone, a big-time drop.
3rd and goal. Can the offense punch it in here from the 1? And he is going to lose yardage here. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th. So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. Now the Steelers put a stop to the action with a timeout defensively. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. So the defense had a chance to catch their breath, and now they're back out and ready. So some pressure now on the kicker, Ryan Suckup. This for the lead in the final stages. And Suckup will put this one right through. And the sideline celebrates as they have taken the lead in the final minute. And, Charles, they get the field goal. Took them a dozen plays, though.
Work with me on this one. You know what I'm about to say, right? Bend but don't break. That's what came into play here for the defense. 12 plays were run at them. They only gave up 3 points. In a lot of ways, that's a win for the defense.
Now the Bengals defense readies as they head onto the field. And everything's going to rest on this drive. Can they keep them out of field goal range, because a field goal would win it?
So now you're in that position of you can't just back off and give them easy throws. At the same time, you don't want to press them so hard they go over the top and beat you deep. So you're playing a tight defense with an idea that you have the lead. Whatever you do, don't let them in the field goal range and give that up.
So maybe tight but not too tight, right?
Exactly. I mean, it's perfect, right? It's kind of like lacing up your shoes. Get it exactly right and no more.
See if they lace them right.
Encroachment, defense. Automatic first down.
First down and 10 now for the offensive group. Brown, the lone receiver, left. He'll look to throw. Over the middle here to Coates. And he's brought down. A good pick up there of 20 yards. And quickly they get to the line. Now it's Roethlisberger. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete. Second down now after the incompletion. They'll put 2 receivers left, 2 to the right. Throwing now is Roethlisberger. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. Incomplete. And we're down to 8 seconds now.
Well, they went for the big play there, but that drop could really hurt their momentum.
And the offense looking to pick up the first down after the second down incompletion. So a 3rd and 10, and defensively a dime look, 6 DBs. To throw here, Roethlisberger. And he dropped it. Now it was tipped, altered the ball a little bit, but he dropped it, and now 4th down.
Anytime a ball's thrown in the middle of the field and it's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch. It doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense, because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
So this is certainly a tough test here in the early career of the rookie kicker. And now the Bengal defense here calling a timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. All right, so the timeout over and all 11 men back out onto the field for the defense. And this comes up well short. It's no good, and a disappointing finish, as that is how this is going to end. So a field goal that could have won it went awry. Pretty good distance field goal. It wasn't a chip shot, but still, that one's going to stick with him for a little while, you'd have to think.
It is, and I know that he missed that one, and they walk off the field, and obviously they don't feel great about themselves. They just lost a game. But this is where the proficiency of kickers actually comes back and hurts them, because they've gotten so good that we expect them to make just about everything, and we forget that's still a long field goal attempt.
And so much pressure there at the end of the game. It's one of those situations, unfortunately, where you're either the hero or you're the GOAT.
And what you also hope is that you've built up equity with your team by making a whole lot of big kicks before, so that the occasional miss doesn't hurt you going forward.
So for the Bengals, the win will be their 12th now on the campaign. And they'll get another home date next week as the Jaguars will come to town. Meanwhile, for Pittsburgh, it's a late season stumble as they're going to fall to 12-2 on the year. And